Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Jordy, and welcome back to F1 23, my team career mode for the Monza Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix of Season 3, along with the Singapore Grand Prix for Season 3. And if you missed last episode, well, it was one hell of a time. We only got one win last episode, and that was at the sprint at Spa. And both races for the Spa and Zandvoort, Lance Stroll comes out on top, and he is leapfrogged both me and Oscar Piastri from third place up to first by the time we have reached this episode. So the good news is, though, we have pretty much got the constructor standings all wrapped up. We would have to have a really terrible end to the season in these last 6 rounds if we were to lose this, but we are well ahead, 134 points ahead to be exact. Yeah, Zandvoort was a bit of a torrid time for us. We ran out of fuel and it was the wrong strategy all around. We were going to pit onto new Inters, which seemed like a great idea at first, but the track dried up very, very quickly, to the point that a lot of drivers, including Lance himself, were able to pit onto slicks by the end of the race, and Lance Stroll took a very, very dominating victory, making a statement. He is not the second driver anymore. He is gunning for our championship. And so now it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. You know, for the majority of this season, we have pretty much been letting Lance get away with a lot of stuff. We've not really been fighting him hard at all because I've been putting the team first. I did say that going into this season, we were 100% putting the Constructors' Championship first, because obviously we have already won the Drivers' Championship before, so I wanted to put the Constructors first to make sure we've got that in the bag, and I think we pretty much do. So now it's all about who can win the Drivers' Championship between me and Lance. And yeah, Zandvoort was a bit of a wake-up call for us. We're definitely going to have to bring the fight to Lance, 100%. And to start that off, we are putting in a new ICE, we'll be putting in a new MG UK, and a new energy store. So yeah, it is all to play for in the next few rounds. So yeah, we've got all of our departments pretty much closed off. They are all finished. Obviously towards the end of the season we'll have to reopen them, just so we know about just when we know about the regulations that come in. But yeah, aerodynamics and chassis are all done. Powertrain is almost done, but we're not going to do any more upgrades to that now because the car's already too quick, to the point that our braking just cannot keep up. So we're leaving the powertrain out, and the durability is the only one that we're going to continue, but I'm not even sure if we should put anything new into that because, well, the new regulations. But we could. We have no new parts coming into Monza, so we definitely could get one of these durability done. We already have the ICE done, so I think the best thing to do would probably be turbocharger. That is the second most important part besides the ICE. So we're going to get this one done. It's not going to arrive until after Singapore, so probably when the new regulations come in, to be honest. So again, I'm not even sure if we should really be doing that. I think we should leave it for a while until we know when the new regulations are coming in, and then obviously we can always max out durability at any other time. So yeah, but you may have noticed from the title we have a new livery, and this is the Pepsi Max livery. It's time for a new special livery, of course. Let me show you what we've been cooking. Here we go. We've also got new racing suits, which I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, this is the Pepsi Max livery. It's not too much of a change from the original, well, not the original livery, but from the special livery we've been running for the past couple of episodes, which was made for the British Grand Prix. I just fell in love with expansion. We've already used expansion before. We used it in the first British Grand Prix in Season 1, but yeah, I thought for the Pepsi livery it would be absolutely beautiful. So with this Pepsi Max livery, we have darkened the reds and the blues, and the white has been turned to mostly black, matte black. So yeah, that is the livery there. We've also got a new helmet and a new suit. Look at that here. The new helmet, the blues and the reds have been turned down, and we've added a bit more black instead of the grey. So it's just a bit of a darker helmet. The helmet hasn't changed too much, just a bit darker to reflect the rest of the car. And the same goes for the racing suit here. The white has been replaced by the blacks, and the red and blue have been darkened to reflect the new special livery that we do have. And also to reflect it, in the top right corner, you may have also noticed that we are no longer Team Pepsi Racing. We are now Team Pepsi Max Racing. So over the next few episodes, some of the flavours will be indicated. Right now it's just the default Pepsi Max, so the trim is still grey, which is this part, but over time we will obviously change the colour to the trim to reflect certain flavours for Pepsi Max. We won't be doing raspberry since that's just already red, so it will be lime, mango and cherry. Those will be getting a representation for this Pepsi Max livery. But for this first episode, with this livery, it's just going to be the default. And then Mexico and Brazil is going to be mango. Mexico and Brazil is going to be lime. And yeah, the last two will be cherry. And I think that's pretty much all we've got. Lime, mango, cherry. Yeah, so we need to do mango at some point. So I will likely do mango, maybe Mexico. I don't know. Yeah, probably Mexico. We'll do mango at Mexico, lime for Brazil and Portugal, and then in Vegas it'll be entirely different. Who knows, actually. I might end up changing the idea, but that's basically what we're doing. But for these next two Grand Prix, it's just going to be the default colour. So we have nothing else to do going into this, so it's time to just get into it.
Parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
All right, off we go to the race weekend then. All right. Yep, checking the audio there. This is going to be a big episode now. This is where we now really have to take the fight to Lance Stroll. Otherwise, we might lose the championship. And can you imagine Lance Stroll winning the Drivers' Championship? No. We need to put him back in his place as our second driver. We're still the best car on the grid, so unfortunately he will be the only one we compete with. But here we go. Here's the first email. Geordie, Lance, some important information for you two. Looks like we're probably going to have some regulation changes next year. We think this will affect multiple departments, but we aren't yet sure which ones. Be cautious when it comes to investing in upgrades, as we may have to start adapting them for next year, if and when these changes are confirmed. So, yeah, new regulations coming soon. They could be next episode. They could even be next race. We'll have to see. But that pretty much means that there is absolutely no point in doing any more upgrades now. So, yeah, let's just go into practice one and get this underway. So we've got track acclimatization, tyre management, and race strategy. So that's good for us. Whew, here we go. Back at Monza for the first time since Season 1. Of course, last season we chose Imola. We wanted to just choose one Italian Grand Prix, and we went with Imola. This time, it's Monza's turn. Monza has returned. Here we go. And look at this. Look at all the blacks now instead of white. It's crazy.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Alright. Here we go then. So let's get this car setup done. I think my Monza setup was one of my first ones. So There you go. 100%, so it's 9-9. Wow. 100% we need to put the brake bias all the way at 50. We know these cars are so quick, so 50% really does help us in a lot of aspects. And without further ado, let's actually get to track acclimatization and have a go at this track.
There'll be a lack of rubber out on track, so take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Alright, baby. So we got a bunch of new parts in, so this car's going to feel very fast. Pretty much as quick as it can be for the most part. Oh, we still haven't replaced the energy store though. But there's no real need to do that. Actually we have! It just started at what it was before, but now it's actually recharging. There you go, so we're back at 100%. Yeah, I was really confused for a second then. But here we go! Our first lap around Monza, and this car looks completely different in black instead of white. And I actually really like it. I think it looks amazing. These hard tyres are going to take a while to warm up though. Got an itch on my head. Yeah, let's focus on getting these tyres warmed up. Why have I got a really itchy head as soon as I start racing? It's so annoying. I don't usually have that issue. Alright, here we go. So yeah, Monza's one of the tracks you actually do most in multiplayer, so I'm not too fussed about getting used to it quickly, because I know we will. Turn! Jesus. Here we go then. This is going to be our first indication of how the car's going to be going to this corner. Just about good enough. Yeah, now we just focus on the Drivers' Championship, because I'm pretty sure we've got the Constructors all wrapped up, so yeah. We're just going to focus on beating our teammate, as he does now have the lead.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Yeah, he has the lead in the championship, so that last episode was pretty much a wake-up call, especially Zandvoort. I think we might have some damage. Or not. Just comes up with the red, like, wrench sign, but whatever. There we go, that was a beautiful turn 1, turn 2. Oh damn it, how was that clean? Well, we've got 335 points, which is what the target said. And now we got our final lap on the hards. The hards feel pretty good, so I'm not too worried about the hards going into this race. Oh, Stroll does not go quicker than us on the hards. That's what I like to see.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Alright, really good start from us.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Nice. Okay, so we're quicker than Stroll on the hards. I don't know how quicker, but we can always check. How quicker are we? 120.3 was Lance's time. We got a 119.0 dead, so... Okay. Now it also might come down to engine wear as well, now that we've put a bunch of new parts in. We don't know if Lance has put some new parts in, so we'll have to see what happens on that front. But now is the time we start taking the fight to him, our own teammate. Alright, back into the pits. That was pretty successful. Car feels pretty good on the hard, so I'm not worried about these tyres at all. Wow, those two cars came out in sync then. That was pretty cool to watch. Oof. Alright. Pepsi Max livery making a debut with a bang. Very fast. Well, we're hoping we make the debut with a bang anyway. Okay. Let's ride on board with Stroll. He's on an on-lap, and in an actual lap right now. .120.0, so he does not improve. That's his quick. Oh, he does improve. That's his quickest time, but nowhere near as quick as me. We're about a second quicker, so that's a really good sign. Really good sign from us. God, Nick De Vries 2.5 seconds off the pace. Jesus, Logan's pretty far off the pace as well. But, I mean, Logan doesn't really finish at the back of the grid too often from what I've seen. He's actually improved quite a lot, and he's gained quite a few points for Williams in our series. But Nick De Vries, man, he had a really good first season because he got lucky with safety cars on a couple of races. But, yeah, Season 2 he did awful. I don't know how he managed to keep that AlphaTauri seat. It's like I said, like, our version of Nick De Vries in this universe is rich and he bought that seat. You know? Okay, so we've got mediums to test and we've got softs to test. So we're going to go on the soft tyres and we're going to go ahead and do race strategy on that and see how the softs
We're
do.
ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
This could be absolutely rapid. I should hope so anyway. So Stroll has overtaken Tsunoda in the timing sheets. There goes Albon in the AlphaTauri. And there goes Liam Lawson in the Haas. Bottas behind us, and I think that's Verstappen. It might not be. That could be Magnussen in the Williams as well. It's probably Verstappen. He's just set a quicker time than me, but he's on the softs. We were on the hards. We're yet to set a time on the softs. So yeah, a few people going out on softs now. Teo Pourchaire is on the timesheets in his Aston Martin. We'll let these cars go past. There we go. Okay. Alright, time for our first lap on the softs and the start of this race strategy program. Verstappen and Bottas fighting in free practice. Wow. We're already hitting the back of Bottas, unfortunately. And he's cost us a few tenths in the race strategy. Thanks, Valtteri! You absolute dickhead. So we're going to have to somehow make up a bunch in time. Let's just try and get in front of him. We're pretty slow going around Parabolica, so that's going to need an improvement. There we go. Right, let's try and set some genuine laps now. Lawson's getting in our way just a little bit, but not too much. Now he is. Thanks, Liam, you absolute moron. Yeah, we're running into a lot of people in race strategy now. This season, more than ever, like... It sucks. But luckily we got some clean air in front of us. I mean, Albon in the AlphaTauri is in front of us, so... Eventually that might be an issue, but he's a bit far right now. Really slow going through the first couple of corners, but I think we are definitely quicker than Verstappen. It's just people keep getting in our way before we can set a solid lap. Need to improve that last section. Still 3/10 slower than Verstappen. We've had to navigate through a lot of traffic in this program. About a second off Verstappen that was. Gone a bit deep there. We've lost a lot of time on that section. Oh my god. For God's sake.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
So that was 5 laps on the softs. They seem okay. No, not really. If that's just 5 laps and it's already down to 23%, the soft tyres might not be the optimal strategy into this race. It might be a hard to mediums. But then again, I don't know how the mediums are going to be, so we need to find some time to test that as well. I don't know, but let's put that on lean.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
And then no ERS deploy. Give that a bit of a rest. Yeah, I was using ERS like throughout that. Still slower than Verstappen and Sainz, which could be a really good sign that we'll have more competition. Which we do want, because the last few races we've really started to dominate now. I'm not bringing any more upgrades in, so I wonder what the other teams are going to be doing. If anything. Alright. Alright. That's pretty good from us. Two people watching, what's up? Whoever's just joined. Alright. So how far off of Verstappen and Sainz are we? A few tenths. Oh, and that was on the hards. So, wait, were we slower? No. I mean, that would make sense considering there was a lot of traffic, but that speaks volumes if so. Oh my god. Okay, I know there was traffic going into these laps, so I think it's safe to assume that the softs are quicker than the hards, but because we were just caught up in so much traffic, it's just made the hards look even, like, way better. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. Anyway, for this session, we are done, so we're just going to skip to the end. But yeah, our fastest lap was set on the hard tyres, but I don't know if that's a really reliable narrative, considering throughout our race strategy program with the softs, there was a lot of traffic, so I don't know, though, because we had no traffic on the last one, but then again, the tyres were worn by that point. But then again, even at 20% wear, surely they should still be quicker than the hards, right?
With all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three.
I don't know.
Tsunoda, Sainz and Sergio Perez.
A very weird-looking practice leaderboard. We forgot to check the R&D chart to see if any teams actually brought any upgrades in. Surely they did, right? Feels like they did. No new upgrades. Everybody's stagnated for the last 2 Grand Prix. So, are they bringing any upgrades in, or is everyone just stopping now until, the end of the season? Because we're getting new regulations now. We don't know when they're actually going to be announced. But it will likely be at Singapore. I feel like it will definitely be at the next race, because we've just gotten the email for this Grand Prix that we're getting them soon. So surely they'll want to give us time to work on these new regulations for about 5 Grand Prix. So it might be next one. We'll have to see. But yeah. Now we're just going to FP2 and we're doing tyre management on the mediums. So yeah, here we go. We got a sensor fault. We're on the mediums though. And then practice 3, I'm not really going to care too much.
Right, we've
in the
lost
rain
telemetry.
anyway.
In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
Okay. Well. Yeah, so we've done everything else, like, to the best of our ability. Race strategy, despite the absolute mess that was, somehow, we were able to do all of the development boosts as well. Like, everything in race strategy is done. So, that's lovely. All the track acclimatization runs are done, and now we've just got tyre management to do, so, yeah. We'll just see what happens now. Oscar Piastri's out already. He'll be looking to get back into the championship fight. And with our upgrades no longer being upgrades, like we're not going to do any upgrades anymore, perhaps McLaren might take this opportunity to actually throw everything they can this season. Because he isn't too far off. I think he's only 20 points off of Lance and us by comparison. So there's a good chance that Oscar Piastri, this man right here, could still get the championship. But he'll definitely be kicking himself. He lost his consistency in the middle of the season. He could still be in like first or second had he not lost that consistency. Because he was generating quite a gap. He did have a good lead. But then, yeah, he just started to lose that. lost the consistency. Alright, tyre management, let's go. Oof. Right, let's see how these mediums feel then.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Alright, so we'll just aim for average tyre wear, and then anything we miss we'll get on quick practice FP3. Not the best corner there. Wow, look at that. Purple first try. And I wasn't even trying.
Well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Right, we'll do one more lap on these mediums just to see how they feel when at full pace. Okay, these feel really good. The mediums feel amazing. So we might be looking at a hards to medium strategy, guys. Fastest lap by about half a second.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
The mediums feel great around Monza. So, yeah, hards to mediums is the strategy that we're likely going with. Because the softs wear out really quick, so... Alright. Very successful in the practice sessions. I'm feeling really good about the race. Lance is not out just yet. I thought he was going out then. Okay, has he already been out? No, he has not, so... Yeah, that's FP2, pretty much done. And yeah, we've done pretty much everything there, apart from the last one of track acclimatization, but... Yeah, I don't really care about that one. So we can actually just full-on skip FP3. We don't need to do that at all. This has been really, really successful. And I feel really, really good going into the race. So, yeah. I'm actually excited. Alright. Let's be done with FP2. I just want to get right into qualifying now. I can't wait. Jeez. But yeah, we're looking to reclaim our top spot, and right now it's looking amazing. Where does Lance place on there,
The
though?
session has drawn to a close.
Well,
so
he's
let's
still
review
up
our
there.
top three.
Even on the mediums, he's still up there. So definitely something to keep an eye on. It's going to be a big fight with our teammate for the driver's title. And I like it. This season has proved to be very surprising in a lot of aspects. And we'll just end the session. May as well just not waste any engine parts at all. And be done with that session. So now, at this point, we're basically just saving R&D points. Ready to protect our parts going into next season. So, yeah, that's the important part. And, you know what, I'm kind of tempted to not really improve the powertrain, like, not really protect the powertrain too much. Because, like, we've had a few problems here already in this season with how quick the car is, like, it's too fast. So I'm thinking we might just, like, sabotage the car a little bit going into next season, just so it's easier to drive. But I don't want to sabotage it too much, because otherwise we won't be able to challenge for championships, and, yeah, that would suck if we can't do that. But yeah. So yeah, Piastri's still in it. Even Verstappen's kind of in the race still. So, you know, it's all to play for in these last 6 rounds. And it all starts now. With short qualifying at the Monza Grand Prix. This is it. We want to be close to Lance. Obviously the aim is P1. We want to start on pole position. But, yeah. At the very least, we need to be close to Lance. Alright, you know what? Let's just get right into it. Let's just get a banker lap done right away. No messing about. No, I'm letting you go out in front. Ain't no way we're messing about with that. We're not doing that. We already did that in practice. I'm not dealing with it. Alright, here we go. First lap of qualifying. Already reaching top speed. Over the curve a little bit, that's not a good start. Oh well, see if we can make it up. We're not looking the quickest right now. That was a pretty piss poor sector 1 by my standards. Charles Leclerc 117.1. Right, we can go for another lap. 6/10 off a pole. Braking a little bit earlier. And already about a 10th quicker almost. Stroll is out. That's him in front of us, I'm sure. Or it's an AlphaTauri. I think it's an AlphaTauri.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Yeah, not quick enough. Damn it! Just give up on that.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
That was not a very good first lap. I'm not gonna lie. That was not good at all. Jesus Christ. Not good, not good. We could have done so much better there. Lance is going to be way quicker than us. It won't even be a contest. He's setting his lap right now. "19th in the speed trap." Jesus. Is that engine wear? I don't know. He was kind of high up in the practice leaderboard, so we'll just have to see what happens. Oof. Jesus. That is not good at all. 218 miles an hour at 21st in the speed trap. Does that mean everybody is the same? Like everybody's got the same top speed, or is the Mercedes engine just weak? I don't know, but Lance Stroll immediately, like P2, not good at all. So we're going to have to nail it with this final lap. Like, for sure. We cannot afford to not be close to Lance at the race start. Otherwise, we could say goodbye to this championship. And hello to Lance Stroll as the new champ. Alright. Let's go. We don't seem to be in the way of anybody. At least I hope not.
30 seconds left in the session.
That guy's will go in front. Okay, good start. absolutely wrestling the car through some of these corners. And now it's time for Parabolica. I just can't get it through that fucking Parabolica with these two quick cars, man. Just doesn't want to go around the corner. Where was that? 10th! Oh my god! These cars are awful, guys. When you get to Season 3 in my team, your car is awful. Oh my god.
Complete. Let's review our top 3 today. Sainz, Tsunoda, and Oscar Piastri.
Jesus.
Goodbye for now then.
At the very least, Lance didn't do well. Neither. He's in P4. I just wish we were a lot closer to him, but wow, P10, that is our worst qualifying of the season. And it's all because of Parabolica. The car just does not want to go round that corner for some reason. And it sucks. It just doesn't want to go round there. Wow. Okay, so we'll definitely have to make a few changes going into the race. Under Parc Fermé, of course, so there's only so much we can do. But yeah, time for the race, and we have to beat Lance here. We have to beat him. We have to beat him at every single race towards the end of the season now, because after that pointless finish in Zandvoort, yeah, our championship, our Drivers' Championship, is really in danger, and I really didn't expect it to be Lance Stroll, our teammate, who was going to take those points away from us. But that's what we get for going really easy on him, letting him get easy overtakes throughout the season, because I put the team first. This is what happens. And now we're not putting the team first anymore. We've got over 100 points in terms of a gap in the Constructors, so we've won it. So now we get to just focus on ourselves, and I'm not playing nice with Lance anymore.
Monza, the oldest circuit on the calendar, which hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. Today we look forward to the Italian Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, here we go, baby.
The Rettifilo, Ascari, Curva Grande, the Parabolica, names to get you excited. This is Monza, where we are full throttle for 80% of the lap. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row.
Tsunoda looking to get some points back to McLaren. Redemption for him.
Stroll.
It's a good start for McLaren, 2 and 3.
Perez, Bottas, Norris, the owner-driver, Russell, Gasly, Joe, Liam Lawson, Sargent, Teo Porcher, Ocon, Drugovich, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Nick de Vries rounds off the grid.
Hulkenberg retiring this season after never scoring points in that Sauber.
Today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Joined once
Gotta
again
feel
by
bad
former
for him.
Formula One driver Anthony Davidson, and they've had a lot of on-track incidents recently that could leave them low on confidence.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers are able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
Okay, so starting on the softs, I don't see it happening. I'm thinking hards to mediums, to be quite honest, which is not that much slower than softs to hards. So let's put that down. So that looks quicker, but not much quicker because the softs aren't good. This is a tricky situation for us to be at, to be honest. We're going to leave the fuel load. We're going to have to, especially after Zandvoort. I'm just going to rely on the engineers to do the fuel load from now on. But we might have to go aggressive with the hards, to be honest. That might be a good strategy. Softs to mediums. And we only do softs for 8 laps, because those softs are going to go off quite quickly. So there's only so much we can do. We're going to put a little extra aero there. A little less on the brake bias as well. Just to kind of help us through certain corners. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this started. It's make or break time for these last few races.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands for today's race.
So certain other drivers will be starting on the hards as well. Unfortunately, Stroll will be on the softs in 4th. We just got to hope he has a bad race start.
Ready to take the start of the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
And there we go. It's Monza Season 3. And it's already pulled out a couple of surprises, featuring our lowest qualifying position since maybe even Season 1. Like, that might be our worst qualifying since then. So, yeah. We've got a little bit of a recovery drive to do. Here we go. And it's a bad start for Checo. Let's see what's happening in front of us, shall we? See if we can find a little bit of a gap. God, these brakes are awful, making collisions already. To be fair, it looks like the rest of the drivers are dealing with that as well, as we look to get a slipstream off Oscar Piastri. Piastri looks to cover off Verstappen. We've got a little bit of a gap on the outside here. We're going to try and cut inside there, get ahead of Bottas. Hard braking here just to make sure we've got some space in front of us. Stroll is in P2, and that's where we're aiming. Carlos Sainz got away quite quickly there, so good start for the home team. Right, so now we look to just catch up to everybody else. Everybody behind us is already falling back. The 2 McLarens are fighting here. Maybe we can capitalise on that. And we're going to look to get past Tsunoda, but our deployment's been used. That's not fair. It was only down to 50. We may as well switch it off every time we get to top speed, to be honest. 2 McLarens now side by side. They're ghosting into each other. What on earth is going on with this game? We're going to go around the outside of the 2 McLarens looking for a double overtake. And looks like we've got it. Not going to give Piastri much room to work with here. And now we're in P4. Sights set on Max Verstappen, who is currently fighting with Lance Stroll. So hopefully they cost each other some time and we can catch up to them. But I can already say our setup changes have definitely made the car a little easier to drive, that's for sure. But we are using a lot of ERS, and it's only going to be a matter of time before Oscar Piastri catches up to us.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Is Piastri going to back off? I really hope he is. Yes, he is. Whew. Okay, good couple of turns for us. We've really got to hope that Verstappen can not only keep up with Stroll, but also start fighting him. Because now the other teams are actually starting to catch up to us quite easily. Which marks a change from the last few Grand Prix. It also might be worth letting Piastri go past in the pursuit of just working together to catch up to the rest of them. So I'm just going to let off the throttle just a little bit and let Piastri go out ahead, and we can work together with the DRS to hopefully catch up to the rest of the pack in front, to the podium guys. Right, here we go. DRS now on Piastri. Doing a little bit of a dummy there. And Piastri is going to try and fight. There's a little bit of contact there, but I can't afford that, Oscar. Come on. You can't afford it neither. You're fighting for the championship as well. We cannot let Stroll be out in front like this. Right, now I'm going to try my best to actually stay in front of Piastri on this part.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds.
I'm going to give Piastri the slipstream here. Unfortunately, Stroll is actually looking to challenge for P1. We're letting Piastri pass here. Here we go. Letting him pass. Ah, damn it! That is not what we need to hear right now. Here we go, just sticking behind Piastri in the hopes of catching up to the rest of the pack. The McLaren of Yuki Tsunoda's not too far behind us neither. And now we look to make the pass on Oscar Piastri, just swapping the positions here.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Nick de Vries is out of the session.
Okay, they're out of this race.
Oscar, man, I can't afford you to keep fighting me. We're losing so much time. We've just lost 3 tenths. You're a fucking idiot, man. And we might have to end up using more ERS just to make sure we get past Piastri in those moments.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.7 seconds.
Hopefully we can get a bit of an undercut on the guys in front. We are pitting quite early. There's a yellow flag ahead. That might have just been where de Vries has crashed, yeah. Or he's had an engine failure.
Okay, clear.
Now here we go, waiting for Oscar Piastri to pass us here. I'm going to let him do it. I hate the brakes. I hate it. I hate Season 3 onwards for my team, man. really needs to be an update where we get more brake upgrades, because this is just awful.
Stroll's moved into first place.
Yeah, so Lance is still in first. And we're losing time to the guys in front because Oscar's not willing to work with us. Oh, fuck off! Jesus Christ. You brake when the game tells you to, but it doesn't matter in Season 3 because the fucking brakes are awful. Who on earth in Codemasters decided to only have 4 upgrades on the brakes? Like, what the fuck? When Powertrain's got like fucking 18,000. It's making things so much more difficult than they need to be. Anyway, we're getting DRS here. Here we go then, looking for the pass on Piastri.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Gonna make sure we get right in front of him as well. Yeah, so we're losing more and more time. Teammate status.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you.
Fuck you, you never seem to work when I need it. Teammate status.
Okay, the static over the radio, say it again.
Kill yourself. That's what I said.
Repeat that, I've got some interference.
What? You know, you won't even let me fucking do it. Oh my days.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 4.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in first. Time last lap was a 1:20.5. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.9 seconds.
Alright. We're pitting this lap. Here we go. We gotta make sure this is a quick pit stop. Alright, come on. Sonoda's pitting behind us. Of all the times to have a pit crew error, please don't let it be now. Medium's on. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Oh no, this is not the situation I want! What the hell just happened there? And Kevin Magnussen just rammed right into us. And he hasn't took damage? Strange. Oh, fuck's sake, man. What am I supposed to do about that? God, look at them all go past me like that. Oh, now you ghost them. Fuck off. This game is so inconsistent. And that was our last flashback as well. We don't have another chance after that. 3 wide now going into this corner. Trying to use the RS to make sure we get ahead of them. Trying to get some space here. Sargent slowed down. So, thanks Logan. Finally something works with me. So fortunately we're going to get some DRS on these guys and we'll be a lot quicker and hopefully manage to undercut.
Lance is in for his stop.
God damn it. Just as I say that. So Lance is going to be still out in front of us, unfortunately. Ocon was being a dickhead again. And Lance is just well out ahead.
Let's keep these passes clean so we don't end up with a penalty, okay?
Oh, for fuck's sake, where's Lance? I think that might be him just out in front. Can this fucking McLaren piss off? I really hope that's him just past Terry Porsche, because if not, it's race over. Me and Yuki making the pass. It is Stroll. Right, we've just gone past Piastri. I don't think any sort of undercut was made. God damn it. That's really unfortunate. Worst part is that he's in the fucking lead with nothing to fight against him. Why is it when he actually starts challenging for the championship, his strategy's actually good?
We're currently trailing our teammate by 4.7 seconds.
Oh my days. Leclerc, can you fuck off? Oh, fuck this, man! Fuck off! Is that it? No more flashbacks. Fuck off, man. We're restarting it. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That was absolute bullshit. Anyway, here we go again. God, these cars just don't slow down. Why are you building a blockade between me and Stroll, you dickbags? It's like the AI's all fighting against me to make sure I can't fight Stroll. Right, I'm not restarting this race again. I only restarted it because it was just bullshit on bullshit on bullshit throughout that race. If we fail this time, that's it. Yeah, it's like the whole grid is fighting against me now. God, I've got no parts in. Why am I having to push the car so hard just to get some, just to catch up? Like the fuck? Yeah, what? The Red Bull's not quicker than my car. I'm sorry. Such a bullshit game. Alright, there we go. The pass on Verstappen is made. We have jumped from P10 to P4. That was a great start. And now we've just got to catch up to Stroll. We will hopefully fight with Piastri. Oh, there was a fight there, and we've actually managed to catch up to the two of them. And they're still fighting. Here we go.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Right, this is a really good chance to catch up as Piastri makes the pass on Stroll. We've got an opportunity now. Side by side with our teammate. We're past him. And I'm turning ERS off. Part of me just does not want to fight with Piastri. Stroll's making the pass. Piastri's letting him pass. Stroll's bumped us. And I'm just going to bump him back. Take that receipt, bitch. Know your place. You are second driver. Second to me. I own the team. Alright, we managed to build a gap with that as well. Here we go. No flashbacks needed for that neither. Here we go, looking to make the pass on Piastri. He really wants the outside here, so I'll let him have it.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
There we go, the pass is made. We could pit the next lap and actually stop Stroll. I never thought of that. Because he's going to pit afterwards, isn't he? Like, the lap after. So if we go for an extra lap and then pit, wouldn't that mean we block Stroll in the pits? Like a full Alonso v Hamilton moment at McLaren? I never thought of that. We could do that. We could do that. I mean, what's anyone going to do? Fire us? Like, we own the team. Like, I think we should do that. So, we're going to pit on lap 9 instead of 8. And that should definitely negate some of the progress lost at Zandvoort. Sainz is in P1, so I do want to catch up to him still, because we are in a rivalry with him. But part of me thinks we'll undercut him anyway. I don't know. I don't know how long Carlos wants to go on those softs. We do have the fastest lap at the very least. And we got a very different race next as well, at Singapore. Right, we're actually catching up to Sainz here and there. That might just be the Mercedes engine.
You're going to be on mediums.
That might be the Mercedes engine just being better. There we go, defending hard against Piastri. Verstappen has made the pass against Stroll. Well, I think they're side by side. But they're slowing each other down, which is really good for us. Verstappen looks to have come out on top. No, Stroll's back in front. Now it's Verstappen. It might be Verstappen who's just come out on top against Stroll, yes. Piastri is all over us right now, and it might be worth letting him pass. Just to see if we can catch up to Sainz.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flags for Nick de Vries and his AlphaTauri.
The track is clear, green flag.
Stroll's made the pass on Verstappen. But that means Verstappen's going to get DRS. A little break earlier here. And let Piastri have his moment in second place because we want to catch up to Sainz. Hey, what's up, Josh? I had to restart the race because it felt like the whole grid was fighting against me. They were like blocking me and everything. It was crazy. And then Piastri wouldn't work for me to catch up to the top guys, so I just restarted the race. But yeah, these cars are getting really, really frustrating now with how bad they are at the brakes. Like, they really need to add more brake upgrades in the next game. Because having only 4 when Powertrain has so much is just ridiculous. And it makes these cars almost undrivable at this point. Luckily we're getting new regulations.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
No, we're not. We're going to pit a lap afterwards because I'm going to get in Lance's way. We're going to do what Alonso did to Hamilton in 07, just sit in the pits. Which means Lance will lose positions. He's in P4 now. Gonna have to go off-road a little bit here. Yeah, that's how bad the brakes are now. I really miss how the car used to feel. And these regulations just cannot come soon enough. They are way too quick now, these cars. Most of the tracks we've done this season have just been frustrating. Actually losing pace to Piastri now. I need to try and catch up. They want us to pit this lap. We're going to wait till after. We're going to pit next lap, which is when Lance should be pitting. Oh, and Verstappen, I think, just came out the pits. No, he didn't. Oh, sorry. Verstappen just overtook both Leclerc and Stroll, so Stroll's fallen down to P6. We're going to pit this lap and hopefully get in the way of Lance. And even if we don't, we're undercutting him anyway. Or whatever it's called when you pit before when you're out in front. Yeah, these softs are going off now. If I didn't have to worry about Lance, I would have gone on the hards. Because the hards to mediums definitely look like the better strategy to me. Okay, here we go. We're pitting this lap right now. And we're going to keep an eye out behind us. Someone's coming in. Multiple people are coming in. We are going to be blocking Lance Stroll in the pits.
In the pits.
We're going to block him. This is it.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go.
Look at that. And that's what you get for going against my team. I can't do a replay for some reason. I can't take a... I wanted to take a photo. I guess we could do that after the race. But now Lance is going to lose positions.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
We haven't blocked him as much as I'd hoped. But that's definitely going to help us a ton. We've got 9 laps to go on the mediums. And Lance has his work cut out for him. He is going to feel very screwed out of that one, but yeah. There's no fucking way I'm letting Lance win the championship. I don't care if we have to use underhanded tactics. We need to bridge that gap. At least for this race, we'll do that underhanded tactic anyway. I'm not going to do it in a future race. If he wins the championship from here, fair play. But I have to make up for what happened in Zandvoort. There we go. So, Sainz is pitting now. I'm not sure if we'll have time to take P1, but we might be able to get close to him. Who knows? Here we go.
So the gap to the car ahead.
Sainz is coming out now. So is Piastri. We've overtaken Piastri. And I think we've managed to catch up to Sainz. Yeah, pretty much. And he's on hard, so we're actually going to be quicker. Let's do this.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 1.5 seconds.
Alright, let's do this. Here we go. I'm actually going to stay behind him because I want DRS. Here we go. Let's use all the ERS we've got with the slipstream. There we go. Side by side into turn 1, me and Carlos Sainz. I'm just going to ease the car through into P1. There you go. Okay. Does Sainz want to overtake me here? Yes, he does. Yeah, I'll let you do it. So I can take DRS. Uh-oh, here comes Piastri.
With them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Very close there. It's very hard, aggressive racing. And we're going to brake really early there. There you go. And Stroll is nowhere to be seen. Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're currently 6th. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 21.7.
And they don't have a chance to improve that position unless one of the cars DNFs behind us. Sainz now challenging us around the outside. And I think we might have let him go just enough to still be able to get DRS. Yes, we did! Oh my god!
Gap to your teammate behind is 9.1 seconds.
Sainz has just been completely outsmarted there. And Oscar Piastri is now into P2. We remain P1, stretching out the gap. Alright, there we go. We're not going to use the RS here. Let's just try and stay out of the way of Piastri. He is catching up though, he's using the RS. There we go. Piastri really wants this victory. Maybe it was better to go on the hards. They're not really won, but the hards seem to be doing a really good job. I'll let him go past for the DRS, and see you later, Oscar. Goodbye. Just playing some DRS chicken. He's still catching up to us though. That McLaren is powerful on the straight. He's got a crazy ass setup if he's still pulling past us without DRS. We had to work hard to keep that lead then. If we're not careful, he's going to rocket past us on the main straight. Here comes Piastri.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And we're just going to have to let him pass. We'll get DRS on him though. Here we go. Well, I guess this shows how powerful the slipstream is as well. But that McLaren is actually really powerful. And we do retake the lead. Into P1 we go.
Good job, nice overtake.
Piastri now, looking to go around the outside. Oh, he had to fight hard to keep that then. Somehow no contact was made. I think that's because he backed out. That McLaren is rapid.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Alright. Right, your gearbox is looking worn. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But I'm not going to replace it in the Singapore Grand Prix of all places. Or maybe we might have to. Oh, I think Oscar scouted that. He slowed down and now we're going to be in a lot of trouble going into the last lap. Because he gets DRS.
Let's go, final lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.6 seconds.
He has to defend against Sainz though, so we did get lucky. Slowly through that corner. Wow, okay. We may have to concede to Oscar Piastri if we're not careful. Yeah, we're going to have to concede, I think. I'm going to spend all the ERS I have, but I think Oscar Piastri's managed to come out with the win here. Yeah. And he's ran out of ERS as well. But he managed to do it. Oscar Piastri wins the Monza Grand Prix.
Well done, that's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
Oscar Piastri wins the Monza Grand Prix. We finished second. So we gained some points on Lance. It wasn't the cleanest podium for us.
They can be immensely proud of.
But it's a podium nonetheless, and we've gained points on Lance, which is what we need.
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Well, that's exactly what Oscar Piastri needed to stay in this championship fight.
Out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
Well, P2 for us. We'll have to see how that affects the driver's standings. Hopefully that means we are ahead of Lance, but this is a man we've got to keep an eye on as well. He is still firmly in the championship fight. Oscar Piastri is back on the podium for McLaren. McLaren once again on the top step of the Monza podium. And Max Verstappen is there for Red Bull as well. Good job. But again, it wasn't the cleanest podium for us. And Lance is definitely going to be looking for some payback.
This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the
2 points in it. Piastri
racing,
10 points behind.
Oscar Piastri gets my vote today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The owner-drivers team moved to the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated.
God, Tsunoda really dropped off. Didn't he start in P2? Yeah, Jesus. So I think Piastri must have got preferential treatment in the pit stops, in the pits. So that doesn't surprise me at all, given he's done the best this season. But yeah, there you go, Lance Stroll, P6 for him. Can we just not take a photo? Oh my god, you can't take a photo in the pits? That's awful. Oh, I can't get a good thumbnail now. I wanted the thumbnail to be... I guess that could work. Yeah, that could work. Alright, I mean, that's something at least. Alright. That was a really good Grand Prix. Let's watch the highlights. So we're now only 2 points behind Lance Stroll in the standings, so it's all to play for very soon. But Stroll did get a really good start. Shame we didn't pick up the win. We would have been first in the standings had we picked up the win, so maybe we should have fought a little harder against Piastri in that last DRS zone. I believe we would have got the win if we did, so, you know. Pretty poor from us, to be honest, for that last lap, but I think we did enough for now. Yeah, here's our overtake on Lance Stroll, side by side with him there. We managed to pass him as we looked to pass Piastri, but Lance caught up very quickly because he got the slipstream on Piastri, and then it was side by side for us. Little bump there, and then we bumped him back. And that is how we got past our teammate and our title challenger. And I hesitate to say main title challenger because Piastri is still there. He is only 10 points off of the top spot. So we do need to watch out for the McLaren man. But yeah, that was our overtake on Sainz. And it was just back and forth between me and Sainz. And I think us fighting definitely hurt us as Piastri eventually took the win. So, yeah, definitely should have defended a little harder against Oscar. But in terms of the rivalry with Sainz, we've pretty much almost won the rivalry. Well, there you go. Lance is definitely not going to be happy And because of us doing that, we actually cost ourselves some money in terms of sponsorships as well. So with that sponsorship, we need Lance to finish pretty high up the field. But yeah.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
All right, so we can manage this sponsor now, but I'm just going to take a little break to get my dinner. And yeah, just like I usually do between Grand Prix, just take a little break, stretch my legs. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So yeah, see you in a second, guys.